Hello Pickles and welcome to another how-to, and this is how to build an item filter. Before we go on to have a look at what we're building today, I'd just like to go to comment of the last episode, which is from BlackEye54. Just wondering, is it tileable? So that was to do with the last episode. Also, could you do a how-to on an item filter? I would love that, and I also love your advanced villager trading hall. Well, thank you BlackEye54, and here is your tutorial. So let's look at what we're building today. Come around here. So here we have two item filters. So the first one we'll build is this one here. Now these are regular item filters used all the time now in Minecraft, are pretty standard, but I believe BlackEye54 wanted me to do it because he's obviously subbed to my channel. So this first one here isn't tileable. I wouldn't suggest tiling it anyway, because the way the comparator kind of powers, when it gets to 3 signal strengths, it will power the next one next to it and it will empty the filter out. So all your items will come in here. We have filter items here, which are labelled so that they don't end up mixing with the items that you're filtering if they're the same. And there's your smooth stone there, so that's what will be filtered through. And here we have the next one, which is an impulse SV item filter. So he basically took this one, basically added a block to it so that it extends the power, the signal, once more, which means that it doesn't break itself, basically. So like with this one, it will break itself because it overpowers and it will start emptying the filter item. This one doesn't do that, so you can actually have this tileable, so you can have multiple next to each other, filtering out all sorts of items and send them off into different directions. And again, it's pretty much the same other than this block here, which the torch is powering here, which extends the redstone signal to 3 blocks rather than 2. And here's your items in here again. There's your filter, and this is smooth stone. So I just put the same block in here just to show that if you label your filter item, it means that you don't have to worry about the same item falling into the filter and breaking it. Because if these weren't labelled filter and they were smooth stone, as soon as the smooth stone came in, it would basically just empty the whole thing. So that's how that's done there. And as you can see, the items filter into the chest there and filter into the chest there. So we'll just get on with the build now. So the items you'll need to build the item filter are your filter item. So there could be any block, anything, as long as it's stackable and you label it filter. A building block of your choice, redstone dust, comparator, repeater, redstone torch, hoppers, and the chest is here for the purpose of the tutorial just to collect the items into, which you can also have, or you can feed it into a continuation of your hopper line. Also, the anvil's there because what you need to do is, I'll show you quickly now, we'll just grab this, we'll grab a stack of cobblestone. What you want to do to make the filter for the item is get your anvil, put your cobblestone in it, or the block that you're choosing to use as your filter item, rename it filter, take it out. It's going to cost you 1 experience, but you now have a stack of filter items there, and obviously you can make as many stacks as you like just so that you always have them handy. That's it, we'll get on with the build. So for the first item filter, what you want to do is we'll place a block down here, place a block on top, and now off this block you place one in front, one behind, one on top, then we place another one next to that one, break that one in the middle. We then want to get our comparator, place a comparator on there, redstone dust, and then you want a repeater facing into this block at the front, of which you're going to put a redstone torch. Then we want to have a hopper feeding into the comparator. We then take our block, put a temporary block there, and then break it, put in a block there, which is also temporary, place our hopper there, breaking the temporary block. We now grab our chest and place that there, and that's going to filter in the items. What we then want to do is place it in our filter items, and you want to place them on the 4 blocks on the end. So you've got to leave 1 blank and then fill in these 4 here, and you want to put 4 times the items there. So you've got blank 4, 4, 4, 4. We will then grab another stack of anything we like, and then we will show you. Oh, no, we'll show you, put that in there, and as you can see, it's starting to filter the item through, and it's coming through to the chest. And for the second of our item filters, we'll place a block here, block on top like before, block at the front, block at the back, block on top, one in front, and then another one on front, breaking that block in the middle. Our comparator goes on there, and then 3 redstone dust running to the back, our repeater facing forward, and our redstone torch on there. we'll place a hopper going into the comparator again, 2 temporary blocks, breaking one, hopper going into the other, we break that, and we put our chest on the front. Like I say, you can feed this into a line that then goes into your storage system and feed it into each column and stuff like that. You can even place them on top of the storage that I did in the last episode, and that will filter items into there. But we'll go into a hopper, place our 4 filter items like before. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and a blank, and then we can place our items in there and they will filter through into the chest. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial and I hope you find it useful. If you want to be notified of any tutorials in the future, please hit that sub button and they will end up in your sub file. If you have any issues with these item filters, you could always join my Discord. The link is in the description below. You can also find me on Twitter @BobertPickle and Instagram @BobertPickle. Ciao for now.